there is a new trailer for GTA 6, and it's the second one they've released thus far.
Oh, we're talking about GTA 6. Fun. I like that game. I'm well ingrained within the community and it looks good.
From the first reactions, it's a lot of cutscenes and not a lot of gameplay being shown.
Oh, well, that's not really true. Ollie Rockstar's trailers are footage from the game, and the cutscenes are live in-engine cutscenes, so they're consistent with the rest of the game. But I suppose it does look really good. I mean, better than most other games, so I can understand the confusion there. It's something you can get wrong easily.
What is revealed in this trailer is something a lot of fans already suspected from this game.
That it's got a big map, it's a love story between Jason and Lucia, it has great attention to detail.
Which is that they have gone woke.
Fucking what?
With the inclusion of pride parades in the game.
The trailer showed that. Did we watch the same trailer?
I think you can probably guess as well that those pride parades involve unkillable NPCs. You're not allowed to just mow them down.
Oh, I see now. You're a crackhead.
So, I don't really care enough to react to the trailer itself.
Wait, you've not even seen the trailer? I knew it. Fact-checking is just illegal among conservatives.
I want to go through some of the posts about it, especially this meme.
Girl, that's AI. It's not a real screenshot.
So, this is confirmed.
No, it isn't.
It was actually in line with a leak that came out last year.
This'll be good.
I took part in a playtest yesterday. Holy shit, it's so woke.
If this was real, the dude would have had to sign an NDA, and for speaking about it publicly, it would have been fined out the wazoo. Not to mention, Rockstar have several internal testers. They don't just bring in random people to test a game for a day. The guy's a liar.
There are rainbow flags and rainbow crosswalks in the city.
This is plausible, but if anything, it's a lucky guess made to stir up controversy. Rockstar are building a realistic world. I mean, look at these screenshots. Do you know what the real world has in numerous cities? Pride flags and rainbow crosswalks, especially at queer venues and in cultural hubs. You could encounter Confederate flags and keep immigrants out signs in GTA 5, but it doesn't mean Rockstar was pushing some right-wing agenda.
You can find small pride parades, and those NPCs are literally unkillable.
I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that one. The only time we've ever had unkillable NPCs in a Rockstar game are when there are allies in missions, and that is purely from a gameplay standpoint, because it'd be really annoying if you failed a mission because you accidentally killed your allies.
They also have these new procedural missions, and one of them, I shit you not, is called Prevent Deportation. So your job is to basically escort an NPC to its destination, and every now and then you have to repel waves of ICE agents.
I don't know if you've seen California lately, but fighting ICE agents in a game sounds based as fuck. Also, GTA 5 literally had missions chasing down people, usually falsely accused of being illegal immigrants. It's satire. I mean, what am I doing? We already know this guy saying all this bullshit is just a liar. Why am I bothering to refute anything he says at this point? Oh my god, I'm going mad.
I don't know if that makes the ICE agents bad guys in the game. You're still the villain.
Yeah, technically by framing, they're not technically the bad guys, but
that's a weird
we understand
thing to
that they
include.
are.
The name of the game is literally a felony.
That is a weird aspect to include in the game, especially with the political climate right now.
Satire of a current political topic is a weird thing to include in a series which has historically featured constant political satire. If a country increases in car theft, should they remove stealing cars for the game as well? I mean, the series had guns in it since inception, and those have always been a bit of a hot fucking topic.
I don't know for sure that they included that, but the Pride Parade is confirmed in the game and not just a mod.
No, it isn't. And why are you bringing up mods? There's no mods. The game isn't fucking out for another year.
This is actually supposed to be, people are saying, part of the game itself.
Wait, let's rewind that back a second.
People are saying...
Who? What people? Fucking Santa Claus?
The gays are happy already.
Yeah.
First off, because they're thirsting over one of the protagonists, not the playable female protagonist they added, but the second protagonist, Jason Duval.
I'll give you that. Man set gay Twitter on fire.
Here's my problem with this is that when guys talk about like the character design of female characters, they get called misogynistic and they talk about the male gaze.
Literally millions of dudes are thirsting over Lucia and nobody gives a fuck. I mean, the whole concept of a female protagonist in GTA was pissing guys off until they saw that she was a very attractive big booty Latina. We called you misogynistic because you got angry about female characters not being attractive enough, especially in cases where they are attractive. Ciri from The Witcher 4 is a prime current example of this. She's an attractive woman who's matured just a little bit from her previous game, and thirsty incels across the internet are whining about her just because she's not some sort of gooner slop.
And you're told that you're a bad person for wanting female characters to look conventionally attractive.
Not bad, but you're fucking weird, dude.
See, if a guy was supposed to say that about a female character, he'd go to jail.
The most viewed parts of both GTA 6 trailers feature Lucia's tits and Lucia's ass. But also, this is men talking about other men. You can't objectify your own category. You'd maybe have a lick of credibility if this was a bunch of screenshots from women talking about Jason, but it's not. You're just grasping at straws to prove some kind of false hypocrisy in order to justify your own homophobia.
The problem with any of this is that when you talk about marginalized groups in movies and television, they want it to be on their terms. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be at the whims of what they would call cis people and their definition of what their characters should be. So it's like they talk about harmful, offensive stereotypes. And I was like, well, you know, if I got offended every time like an old white guy played an evil billionaire, I would do nothing but be mad all the time.
Your name is Pop Culture Crisis. All you do is complain and get mad. This isn't about queer characters being villains. We're fine with that. Just look at examples like Loki from Marvel or Daddy from Orange is the New Black. It's about stereotypes that we're sex-driven perverts riddled with HIV or that trans women are men with fetishes. Thankfully, Rockstar hasn't been too bad about that, and the cases of them censoring themselves have been due to the actions of players which they couldn't predict. Hell, I'm even quoted in an article saying that I don't think that the drag queens in GTA 5 were a problem. The only one driving the narrative that we want infallible Mary Sue type queer characters is you. Because you know it'll rile up your audience and get you more attention while you drive hate towards us.
But stereotypes exist for a reason in entertainment, usually as some type of visual through line to connect you to the story in some way.
What in the God's damned hell are you talking about here? Stereotypes are a visual through line? How exactly does that work? I mean, make it make sense. You're just trying to put terms together in order to sound intelligent, but you're saying nothing.
I think that this is why all of those video game consultant firms,
Sweet Baby Inc.,
you know, cropped up into existence.
How did I know they would be mentioned? We keep telling you this fact, but you never listen. Sweet Baby Inc. are not heavily involved with the creation of any games. The most they do is play through the game and the story and take note of anything which could be considered an offensive stereotype or tone deaf during a particular political event and bring them to attention of the studio. They don't change anything or add anything. They can suggest improvements, but there's nothing more than that. They're a consulting agency, so all they do is consult.
And if you don't comply, as we learned from the tactics of people at Sweet Baby Inc., they will threaten to destroy you.
What? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret here. They're not the fucking mafia. I know you lot love calling us the woke mob, but it's not something to take literally. There's plenty of game studios that don't license the help of Sweet Baby Inc. and do just fine, as well as plenty of games that they have consulted on which have performed well too. It really isn't as big of a deal as you make it out to be. They're not some elite cabal.
You get 15 mean comments sent to your company's X account, or I guess Twitter back then, and you upend everything because some people complain to you. Which is a very different thing when you think about it. If you look at your actual profit margins, each item you sell to new customers, but that's very, very hard for people to delineate when it's like one person running social media who then passes this along to an executive who doesn't really understand how the internet works.
But talking about not knowing how the internet works, when this whole ass thing is based off of an obviously fake leak and an AI generated screenshot, inverted commas, that's some next level irony.
People were complaining about Hogwarts Legacy, and everyone was thinking that it was going to hurt their numbers and ended up actually making them more money. But now the other side of the aisle is complaining about the Harry Potter TV series because of the Snape casting. How do you differentiate which one will hurt you versus which one will help you? If I was to give you like a really simple idea, it's that the ones who complain about stuff like Hogwarts Legacy don't have any money and don't buy stuff anyways, whereas normal people have money and will buy stuff.
What kind of stupid ass and offensive generalization is this? Are you saying that all left-wing people who don't support J.K. Rowling are poor? And wildly, on top of that, you're suggesting that all the people who are being incredibly racist about Snape being portrayed by a black actor are normal. Your points were stupid before, but Jesus Christ! You wouldn't know hypocrisy if it sat in your face. At first, you maybe sounded like you were onto something with the idea of backlash and boycotts coming from both sides, but then you just fully went and justified the racism because they have money. I mean, I've heard some stupid grifter bullshit in my days, but this just takes the cake.
I don't think it's purely that. The difference to me is quite obvious. One is that people were mad about J.K. Rowling being involved in Hogwarts Legacy. And on the other hand, what people are mad about in regard to the show is something that's actually in the show.
The difference here is that the money from Hogwarts Legacy directly benefits J.K. Rowling, which she uses to fund campaigns against transgender people, including recently where she dropped 1.2 billion, that's billion with a B, on creating an organisation to roll back the rights for transgender people and remove workplace protections. The outrage against the Snape casting is that he is black and nothing else. There is no greater impact on this, and the actor doesn't have any particular projects that are going to directly harm people. His skin colour is absolutely irrelevant to any point, unlike J.K. Rowling's opinions.
Whereas the show
actually has a problem in the show.
I have no point to make here. I just wanted to show you that these people think a character being black is a problem.
I don't really understand why they felt compelled to include all of this woke stuff. Like, I don't like calling things woke.
I mean,
yes, you fucking do. It's right-wingers' favourite buzzword.
But this is woke. Like, I don't know what else to call this.
Alright, here's a list for you. A lie, a fabrication, a falsehood, fraudulent, clickbait, bullshit, balderdash, codswallop, a load of shite, crazy talk, misinformation, tall tales, a fib, porkies, disingenuous, or one of y'all's favourites, fake news.
This is what we're referring to when we use the word woke.
This is what you mean when you use the word woke. Okay, cool. Woke, adjective. Falsified information to drive a moral panic and increase clicks and revenue on right-wing grifter podcasts.
We got that Kanye music video before we got GTA 6.
HH by Kanye West before we got GTA 6.
HH. Say it with your chest, bitch. We all know you love screaming at any point you can get away with it. Anyway, that's all on these dumbasses for today. I hope you all enjoyed that little video. It's something new for the channel, but a little more akin to what I get up to on Twitter. If you did enjoy this little delve into stupidity, well, be sure to let me know by liking and commenting, and I'll see about making some more. Subscribe so you can be notified when I do, and I'll catch you in the next one, shaggers.